Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Souls in Search. And today we have a very interesting spread. I went ahead and pulled out some cards just to see what energy we were working with today. And so the first card that I pulled out was the Karma card. Usually this card in the original deck, in the original tarot deck, is the Judgment card. And with this card, you are awakening to something. It's like you've had to be radically self-honest with yourself. You've had to, you are no longer hiding from your truth, hiding from your light. And I say that as I have a lamp right here with a light. And when I said that, I was just like captivated by how bright it is and how honestly my eyes are. Let me just adjust this a little bit. And you don't have to be adjusting your life for anyone. And so I think that's that's something that you have probably had to work through and realize that you are who you are, and you are no longer going to be playing a role in other people's life that doesn't fit with who you are and who you are becoming. After that card, we got the Tower card in reverse, which this was a slow how do I say that? Like you woke up before the universe had to knock you out again. It's like you were going through these continuous cycle, and um in this particular one, you are finally like waking up and saying, hold up, wait a minute. I cannot continue to go on this way. And you have quietly had to opt out of chaos and realize that you needed to choose differently. And I have a feeling that this is someone who chose themselves, who chose to dig deep within and break these karmic cycles. The next card that I got was the Star card. And with this card, in reverse, it just tells me that this was exhausting. This was you were burned out, you were probably feeling hopeless, you were probably feeling like, what was the point of all of this at some point? But now you're realizing, especially with the King of Pentacles in the bottom, that you are able to now build a life in a more stable structure, that you have dismantled and walked away from all the chaos that was around you, and you're choosing different for yourself, and you know now that you have the um it's like you were rebuilding your faith from the inside out. You were integrating yourself in a way that you haven't been able to do so in the past. Let's take some clarification, guys, and see what deeper meaning Spirit has for us here today. Let's see. I think this is beautiful. It's definitely, I understand that it's not easy. It's being in this energy can sometimes feel like exhausting, and you can feel like, well, when am I finally going to when is it, yeah, like when am I going to finally feel some relief? And I feel like things are starting to get a little bit better. I feel like you're able to breathe a little bit because you're seeing that the work of um the work that you have put in is finally slowly paying off. Like you're feeling like, even though you don't have it all together, and there's times that you have moments of doubt, you know that you are being led and that you are not lost. Hmm. With the karma card, my boo came in reverse. So I feel like there were some people that you had to walk away from. Seems like there was a relationship, a situation with another person. This could be family, this could be friends. This could have been, but it feels like it was something intimate. It feels like it was something that was really like it was hard for you to walk away from. And maybe too, it could be you walking away from an identity that you had created for yourself that no longer fits in the story that you're trying to create now and this new chapter that you're trying to create for yourself. Um, with the Tower card, extra came out. Um, let me see what I feel into this. This was like the extra push that you needed in order for something happened in the last year, in the last couple of years that really catapulted you into this reckoning, I want to say, into this awakening, something that was like dramatic, but not dramatic in a way. I'm not getting like dramatic, like in your face kind of thing. I feel like it was within. I feel like it was something within just clicked and forced you to embark in this path of self-healing and I'm hearing self-love. I mean, isn't that what we're all trying to do? Figure out how to. And then I got swept up in the reverse. This was a lot of emotions. With the star card, this was a lot of emotions that it was like a lot of intense emotion that you felt. It could have been you really loved this person. You were swept up by them. I mean, like this card. And so this could have been something. Sorry, I had to pause. Hopefully the flow of the video is still makes sense. So let's see how this goes. I think I was in swept up in the reverse. So again, this situation could have really um created a lot of anxiety for you, a lot of hopelessness. Oh, just even how I'm feeling, it's feeling a little bit overwhelming. It was a lot of intense emotions, definitely, but it feels like with swept up in the reverse, I feel like it was like a um quiet tower moment, like internal, like you were you were swept up by this, but no one around you necessarily knew that you were going through this. I feel like this was like something very this was like a very sacred process between you and you. Let's see what other cards come out. So, with judgment, with the karma card or judgment in reverse, I mean, not judgment in reverse, with the karma card, or judgment card, also known as the judgment card, it's saying jump in. So this card came out, jump in. So it's almost like you jumped into this situation unexpectedly. Like you were almost, I want to feel like you were almost pushed by the universe um to 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 finally close these karmic cycles. It was like, yeah, you were pushed in. Oh, Right. Sorry, two cards fell. We'll take them both. You had to be very patient because this was a very long process. This is the card that came out um with the tower in reverse extra. It's like you had to have extra patient because this was a lot of, I want to use this a particular word, but I can't. It's not coming out. I can, it's almost like I can hear it, but I can't say it. It's almost like you had to dig through a lot of emotion, a lot of internal emotion, um, and really figure out why were you in these continuous cycle that just never seemed to end. So you had to be very patient with yourself because it just seems like it took a long time. It took a long time for you to really ground yourself and be able to be grounded. Yeah, be grounded in who you are and what exactly these emotions were trying to tell you. And then with the star card in reverse, it says choice. Now you know you have a different choice. You can leave, and I definitely think this is about a relationship or yeah, or someone because I see this person right here, this person is looking forward and this person is right here in the water, which again tells me this was very emotional and you had to leave someone behind because they were just no longer part of this new path that spirit was actually nudging you towards. I don't want to say force because we always have a choice, but it seems like in this particular situation, now I'm being drawn to this to the tower card, but the lightning, the lightning just the lightning in the tower, which I think it just came out of nowhere. This destruction came or this like you weren't seeing it and it just came out of nowhere and now you can see more clearly. um let's take one from the You Are Not Alone card. Uh, I'm sorry for whoever's going through this. I know it's I was gonna say it's an exciting moment. I know it's not when you're going through it, it's not exciting, but when you're on the other side that you can finally see that all of this heartbreak and um discomfort, it was bringing you to exactly where you needed to be. And so if you're still going through this process and you feel like there's no way that I'm going to recover from this heartbreak. There's no way that I'm going to overcome this grief. You will. You will. Trust that you will. Trust that you're being guided. Trust that you're protected. Trust that this was a lesson that you needed to go through in order for you to um, learn, close the cycle, and become a better version of yourself. The universe is always conspiring in compassion. And I love the little heart here because, again, have a lot of compassion for yourself and for the things that you went through because it's not easy. It's not easy. Um, to walk away from people, jobs, environment, places that are just draining your soul and your spirit. And so I'm proud of you for, just choosing you. I'm proud of you for deciding that you just want better. You just want better. You know that there's no way that this could be life, that this constant survival mode or seeking validation and acceptance is just never going to fulfill you. You had to go within and you had to almost like it's almost like you chose an inner revolution. You had to go inside and really go head to head with some of your own demons and your own um limited beliefs and your own and take accountability for why were you accepting crumbs from individuals when you know that you deserve a lot more than that. So um let's get a card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck and see what advice, guidance our ancestors have for us. Hmm. Release the dark wound, let love in. And I love that. I guess I'll take all three cards. So it says, release the dark wound, let love in. This came up with the judgment card. So this was definitely a wound that you had to release and that you had to work through in order for you to be able to make space for something new. With with the with the Tower card in reverse, trust yourself. I feel like in the past you didn't trust yourself. You didn't trust your intuition. You didn't trust the signs that were there all along. You know that the red flags were there, but you just kept on accepting and accepting, thinking things were going to change, but they never changed. And it's almost it's why you were forced to go inward to break the cycle and figure out like why am I always constantly being swept up by situations, people, places that just don't value me and don't appreciate my worth. And with the star in reverse, free from judgment, free to love. So you are finally in a place where oh, and I love that it says free from judgment because the first card that was pulled in this spread was the karma card, also known as the judgment card. And so you are no longer judging yourself so harshly. You are bringing compassion into the situation because you know that you might have not been perfect. You might have made your mistakes. We're humans and you know we're not perfect, but you had pure intentions and you wanted to and you love deeply and you care deeply, but you were not loving and caring deeply for yourself. And so now you realize that you had to free yourself from the judgment of other, from the judgment of yourself in order to welcome in this new love. And it's not an external love, as an internal love, is a kind of love that can be shaken by anything outside of you because nothing can provide you what you are providing internally for yourself. And so this is pretty awesome. This is pretty beautiful. Let's take a card from the Moonology deck and see what else Spirit has for us. Ooh, three cards came out. Okay, today, three can be significant. Everything's in three. So the first one is luck is in your side. I love that. Your commitment is being tested. Believe in the impossible. Oh, I love that. I love these. So luck is in your side. So know that whatever situation you are, sorry, the card fell. Whatever situation it is that you're, trying to now establish for yourself and this new direction. And I say direction too because of, this bow and arrow here. Whatever direction you are deciding to go with, luck is in your side. So go knowing that the universe, I'm like, the universe has your back and um wants you to trust. That's why your commitments are being tested. That's why things might be a little bit still chaotic and still like feeling a little bit of unsureness, especially with the star in reverse, maybe feeling a little bit of hopelessness, maybe feeling a little bit of just doubt. I'm hearing a little bit of doubt. Just believe in the impossible. Believe that what you are seeking is seeking you too, and that everything is going to turn out and for your highest favor. All right, let's get an angel number to close this reading. Let's see what the angels have for us today. Let the deck here. 893, trusted universe. Step into the unknown. The universe has an abundance of opportunities for you, but you have to step into the unknown to receive it. Your angels support you and remind you not to let your fear hold you back from growth. Stand in the front of the mirror and repeat to yourself, I can handle anything that comes my way with confidence and grace. Do this until it feels natural. I can handle anything that comes my way with confidence and grace. Yes, you can, my friends. Yes, you can. And then we'll do a energy is everything to close this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Three can be significant. I just see a number, the number three here. So threes could really be significant. I have the number 39, 31, 25. So that could be significant to someone as well. Remember to trust in the process, be patient. You know, this healing journey is not for the faint of heart. And you will be tested, but know that you can be confident that spirit has your back. And wow, we got exactly three cards. We'll take all three. So the first one is your heart knows the way, trust it. And number 6 came out. So then we have you're stronger than you think and more capable than you imagine, number 7. And then last but not least, challenges or opportunities in disguise. So we have 7, 6, 7, 9, 6, 7, 9, 3, 25, 31, 39. This is a lot of, I see a lot of green, so this is definitely in the heart space. Your heart could have really been broken. You could have really gone through a period of just a lot of despair and a lot of hopelessness. But I hope this message finds someone who is just looking for confirmation that things are about to change, that things are about to take a turn, and that luck is on your side. And just trust that things are unfolding exactly as they need to. With that, my son, my son. Ay, ay, ay. With that, my friends, remember to protect your energy, protect your peace, and most important, protect your heart. Have a good one.